Yes, I haven't tasted Nkechi's sauce yet, but I've tasted Jide's pancakes, I've tasted Seun's lemonade, I've carried the look bag, and I can guess, just looking at Nkechi, that her sauce will taste just as good. Now, the thing is, yes, I believe so. Nigerians complain all the time about things being difficult, things, no opportunities, and things like that. So this panel, I want you to tell me two things. One, has this recession in any way helped your business? And secondly, what are the challenges and how did they become opportunities for you? So I'll just start random. Let's start with you. You were the last person I took. No, I'll start with Nkechi. Let's start with you.
Has this recession helped my business? Yes. I was in the business of sourcing Forex. I had to look for so much capital to put into it. And it would take a very long time for you to even realize your capital and start talking about profits. But I needed a quick win. I needed something that didn't need me to lose sleep, didn't need to put in so much money down.
While holding down your job.
While holding down my job, absolutely. Yeah. Something that would just give me very, very quick cash. I didn't have to drop a business plan. It was spot on. I looked at what I could use my hands for and something that I was passionate about. Yes, so the recession has helped me absolutely.
Jide?
Well, for us, we came out with something very different, very seemingly unusual, and it was well accepted because I realized that there's a generational gap that missed out of mommy's pancakes. So
that's now in both food now.
Well,
we're talking about kara and moi moi and all
thank
that
God there's room for competition and there's room for new products and new space to try out new things. And in identifying this gap, realized that with the right platform to promote products or services, which is from the social media, we found there's a right fit for us. Now, the recession which we're referring to has brought its own difficulties. And people are saying, well, difficulties that, the environment is not sustainable as it is, or not, it's not enabling for businesses generally.
But has the business grown in this environment?
It has grown because I've been able to leverage and latch onto other things that, that exist or that have been created out of this recession. We had to ride on that crest with the fact that we have something extremely different. Where people are pushing for birthdays or lunch or dinner, I'm pushing for breakfast.
Okay, that's a good idea because, I mean, what you do actually, you go to parties to produce those things.
Yeah, we do.
So creativity worked for you.
Oh, yes.
What about you?
I mean, it's the same thing. Using what's in our environment.
By the way, I'm serving all my guests here. Courtesy of you, thank you. All right.
No, using what's in our environments to produce something of high quality.
Because ordinarily, oranges will rot.
Yeah, I mean, you hear about it. I haven't seen it, but they say you go up to Benue State and things are just rotting. Fruits are just rotting. So what we've done is found a way to preserve those fruits during the periods when they're abundant and create something out of it.
So how do you source your fruits?
We have a lady, I don't know if I should say her name, but we have a lady that goes around the country to find different farmers and farms where we can find lemons to make our lemonade. And of course, the pink lemonade's made with hibiscus tea.
Oh, this is pink lemonade,
yeah.
This is,
yeah.
What's this?
This is just old-fashioned lemonade. So old-fashioned is made the way your mom did it, like
just
real
squeeze
lemon,
orange.
Squeeze lemon, add water, a little bit of sugar, and you have it. So it's nothing so difficult, but at the same time, is a lot that's gone into making it what it is now, and using what's in our natural resources. Like we have so many other products we want to come out with that we already have ideas that are already going to come out. Using what we have in our natural environment to produce.
And I find that's also Chinwe's story, that even though you're doing bags, you've stuck with adire, you know?
Yes, largely because we try to...
Because I have some of your... I mean, those things look so good. And there's a school bag there, there's a handbag there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Largely because we try to support the women who make all these adire and batiks in Abeokuta.
So they supply you?
So they supply.
Has the recession helped your business?
Oh, tremendously. Because now most of the ladies hitherto who used to go and buy Chanel bags, Louis Vuitton, Hermes bags, they are now looking inwards to see that our bags are comparable.
Yeah, because the complaint usually is that
the quality
things that we do here,
but our bags are, high quality. A lady met me in Paris and was ready to pay anything to take my bag away from me.
Well, what are the lessons for us, though, that in Nigeria now we are realizing that if you can improve the quality of whatever it is you have, it can be acceptable. Jide, what do you think?
Well, very true.
Turning
Again,
a challenge into an opportunity.
definitely, because it's all about how you present yourself to the public, where it's all about perception. How you package your brand and you're in their face in a nice way with all the instruments that are available to us. So the opportunities will always be there. The only thing that we've said is opportunity means only hold the prepared. A lot of us usually just look at things, we don't see things, but the opportunities. We don't see the opportunities. We look at opportunities, walk past them. We don't see them.
So how easy is it for you in the business? Just share with me. You're making it seem like it's easy.
Well, it's not so easy. It's an
What are your
instinctive
difficulties?
thing.
What are your challenges?
My challenges for me right now, of course, is the foreign exchange thing we were talking about earlier, about the fact that some of the inputs we use from when we started the business almost a year ago, there's been an increase in terms of inputs from as low as 60% to over 300%.
So what has that done for you?
Well, it's
Are
also
you
helped
looking
us-
more inward?
We look inwards now because some of our variants of pancakes that we do make, we've actually decided to go the fruit option. So we've built things like banana pancakes, pineapple pancakes, apple pancakes.
these
And these are
banana
all
and pineapples are
available.
everywhere.
Yes, it's available. So we need to build that, we build the flavor to be able to sell the brand.
So you are taking us to China, right here in Nigeria. Our local sauce is part of what you're doing as well.
Absolutely.
What are our local sauce? Would you call stew sauce? It's
Stew is a sauce.
Because you can use it as a dip.
Stew is a sauce. A sauce is, when I give people my cards and they see sauce factory, they say, oh, do you make chili sauces? Do you make peppered sauces? Do you make things you eat
absolutely.
with wraps? Right, because what they understand as sauces are those things in bottles and stuff.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so from our understanding, stews are sauces. Yeah, so that's not what I do. A different kind of stew, gourmet stews for lack of words to use.
Also means I can boil my rice, I order your sauce. So what kind of challenges do you have with this dollar thing? Dollar made you go from here to sauces.
Okay, so because of the kind of food that I cook, there are premium spices that you use, there are premium seasonings that you use. For instance, you have to buy imported bell peppers, but it will surprise you that bell peppers are now planted locally. Wow. Yeah, so if you go to the premium stores, you see the local capsicum, you see the imported capsicum, and then you choose what you want. And then you also learn to make marinades yourself. So you can actually make your own soy sauces yourself. You can also make your own oyster sauces yourself.
So it's like recession or condition I make crayfish back bend.
Absolutely.
Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yes, you've heard that before. Yes. So, I mean, for you guys, was it condition that made you go this way? Because I can see your branding is quite key.
Yeah, the condition was we were doing another business to begin with, and we were doing Equerol. We were making palm kernel oil and cake. You get the kernel, you crush it, and make cake and oil. And we didn't understand the business practices in the beginning, so we were selling on credit, buying everything with cash, and before long, business collapsed.
So you guys have tried your hands at other things.
Yeah. So when we came across this, it was like, oh wow, this is interesting. Let's just do something different and cool.
Did you get investors?
Right now we have quite a few people that want to invest in the company. For us, it's about
because you're
finding-
now.
We've tried the investment route before. It didn't quite work out.
Why? They didn't believe in what you were doing?
No, when you invest in a company, it doesn't mean that you own it. It means you own a part of it.
So we don't understand investment.
Yeah, we don't. Sometimes I don't think we understand investment in this country. So, but right now we have some people that are really keen in investing in the company, and we're like to take us to the next level. And even what we've been doing has been from what we've been earning and putting back into the business.
So, which is interesting because you are, even though money still remains a challenge, you are finding ways around it, right? And not growing as fast as you should. But for you, for 30 years, you've been doing this. Are you hitting a sigh of relief?
Partially, because we have challenges as well. The foreign exchange is a challenge. Everything is not manufactured in Nigeria. And the CBN, they're giving manufacturers a rough time.
So you have factories, you have
we
machines.
We have a factory, yes, and we need to build capacity. And if we're going to build capacity, funding is an issue. Infrastructure is an issue. We run 24/7 generators. So it's not easy. It's not easy.
I want to end this show by you guys just giving 2 business tips, 2 from each person, for somebody who's watching. Business tips, and I'll start with the investment banker. People always complain about money. Now you are on this side. You're not the one looking for money to do business. 2 business tips.
Well, one, I firstly want to tell most of the entrepreneurs out there that, they must always learn to start small. think big because they will want to grow big. 2, they should never be in a hurry and always take the organic and bootstrap method in their approach to doing business.
What's the bootstrap method?
Well, that is if you have not learned how to manage a 10,000 naira to grow it to 100,000 or 50 to 500,000, there's no way if you're given a 1 million or a 5 or 10 million for you to manage it and grow it. Definitely, if you don't have what it takes, it's going to crash or you're going to go back to square one.
So the 2 things are?
1, the art of organic growth should be implemented. And then
bootstrap.
always, no, organic growth and bootstrap is one. 2, they must learn to, because they're small, starting small, they must learn to think big because they want to grow big.
Think big. How are you thinking big? Because you're small. You're just a few months old.
Yes, a
What
few
are the
months old,
tips that
3
you have?
months old. My first would be passion. And that
Define passion. Because sometimes I have a passion for talking.
A passion for talking, absolutely. So there's something everyone is able to do for himself. So you need to listen to yourself and find out what that thing is. And while identifying it, look at your environment and find out what that thing will be able to do in your environment. So the first would be to be sensitive. Another would be to just run, just do it. Don't wait for that perfect time. There's never that perfect opportunity.
You have the comfort of your job to be talking. Yeah, did you have the comfort of you quit?
You know, I quit to move to Nigeria and to follow this fully. But they've both said it.
Yeah.
They've both said you just have to start because everyone's waiting for a perfect time. Everyone's waiting for some money. Everyone's waiting for something. But you need to start. But when you start, I'll talk more about branding. When you start, you have to say, you're not just gonna manage.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of people were like, you guys could be making more money if you use aspartame as a sweetener, if you use that. And we said no. You can be making more money if you are using flavoring and lemon. We said no. For the Wilson's brand.
Why is this your father's name?
I didn't know. My last name's Abolaji.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Would you drink Abolaji lemonade? You like, which one kind lemonade? No, please. Please, even. So, yes, we thought about branding and said, you know what? It's 3 reasons. What's a name that will cut across anywhere? We didn't just see us being in just Nigeria. We love
Like I knew you're a
Nigeria.
Yoruba boy, for example. Maybe I would have bought it because I'm not Yoruba.
Yeah, you wouldn't, exactly. It would only mean something to me and this environment. But one's like, what name can cut across anywhere, any country you go to,
So for
everyone
you,
can say
branding
Wilson's.
is key.
Yeah, branding is
In addition to passion. What about you, finally?
Well, for me,
Branding
you
too,
must branding, and then you must learn how to
The skill.
struggle against any odd. You must have staying power.
Because you've done 30 years. What's the
Yeah.
staying power? What's the
The
secret to staying
staying power is keep at it. You must be resilient. I don't give up. I work, and the quality is my watchword.
I think that's important. Quality,
Quality.
find your niche,
Yeah.
do it well,
Yes.
brand it well,
Yes.
and make sure it's of international
And
standard.
do well and do good.
Do well and do good. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sheon, thank you very much. Jide, and thank you, Nkechi. No, I'll just do this. And thank you for watching. Please, if you're not taking anything away from this show, besides the fact that you can do any of these things too, they don't have to be the only ones, your sauces, your juices, your lemonade, or your pancakes, or your bags. There are many people doing it. But the story is, keep at it. Don't ever give up. And remember that made in Nigeria can be of international standard. We'll see you again next week.